Hey guys, good evening and welcome to this session, which is interesting. This is beyond CPL, and CPL is a very common terms which is very popular amongst marketers, business owners. Lead is the juiciest part of marketing and sales, and every organization needs that. And it is not a rocket science that what is a lead and all this thing, but this session is more about like what I have researched, what I have found, and what I use it for my clients, what I use it for me. And this is a session where I'm sharing some of the insights which I feel that it is might be useful for you. And the kind of calculations I do, the kind of assumptions which I get, the kind of number games I do, basically what I do on my sheet, what I discuss with my client, this thing will help you. So I thought I'll share it with you. And this session is useful for you if you want to identify what is cost per lead, what is true cost per lead, what is cost for qualified leads, cost for eligible leads, how to find an estimation, how to do a forecasting for your clients, how to actually create a scenario for your client. Ideally, what happens is when you go to any client, or whenever you want to do a estimation for your client, they will ask how much I have to spend, what is the result I will expect. So unless you have numbers in hand, you cannot do that. That is the problem we face. And ideally, in bigger scenarios where you are dealing with costlier products, or you are handling, let's say, 20 lakhs per month ad budget or something like that, your clients needs things beyond lead cost. So that is why this session basically beyond cost per lead. So CPL is juicy. We want to go to the nectar of the juice, basically. So this is an attempt to explain you about how to go beyond CPL, how to think beyond CPL, what are the assumption, what are the insights you should also consider, so that your marketing, your forecasting, and your exact like an overall campaign is more related to business revenue, profit, and sales. And it's not just beyond ads. So it's not just ads. So let me start sharing this with you. This is a small presentation. Most of the presentation will be about going to a Google Sheet and doing our maths. But nevertheless, let's jump into this. So discover the cost, revenue, and opportunity beyond cost per lead. I'll also talk about how to optimize your profit, how to leverage on the leads. So every business owner or every client will ask you this. So please tell me in comments if you're watching me, how important is CPL for you, and what are the other matrices, what are the other numbers that are important for you while doing your marketing or campaign for a client. What are the other things apart from CPL that you are worried about? What are the other things beyond CPL that you consider? What are the other things that your clients ask for you apart from cost per lead? Let me know in comments, and let us see what all you come across. So beyond CPL or apart from CPL, what are the other matrices? What are the other numbers you consider? Which are the other numbers that are important for you, important for marketing? Okay. So while you comment, thank you for the comments. So while you comment, let me go to this presentation and share this with you. So CPL, let me see if you're able to see. Okay, CPL, beyond CPL is the title. So let us understand how CPL is calculated. Normally, this is a big question. People ask that, मेरा cost per lead क्या होगा? What will the cost per lead if I do a campaign? If you do my campaign, what will be the cost per lead? That every client, every business owners you meet will ask. And honestly, you don't know what will be the cost per lead. Cost per lead for me, for the same product, may be different for another company. Cost per lead for the same audience for a different brand may be completely different. Now, and let us understand how the CPL is calculated for Facebook or Instagram ads, and how it is calculated for Google ads. So let us understand that there is nothing called a CPL which is fixed. Okay, CPL is a calculated average. Let us understand that CPL is an average amount of cost you incur when you run an ad. So let us understand that Meta or Facebook, Instagram ads charges you only for CPM, that is cost per 1,000 impressions. Means how much Meta will charge you to show the ad to 1,000 people. Based on that, it gives you an estimate. Then estimate is also not a fixed one, since you are bidding with other advertisers who are targeting the same audience. in the same city, Meta will give you a again, a like bid, you are bidding with that, so it will give you an flexible, or a like not a fixed amount. It will charge you a fixed, not a fixed amount, it will be varying. So depend, once you define your audience, Meta will tell you that these many people are there on Instagram and Facebook, and if you spend 800 rupees per day, it will reach, let's say, 1 lakh people. Okay, the target audience is, let's say, 1 lakh. If you spend 800 rupees per day, the ad will reach, let's say, 5,000 people per day. So that is the estimate Meta gives based on the CPM. Also, the CPM is calculated on how many people are targeting the same audience. For example, let's say I'm running an ad targeting 18 to 25 in Bangalore, and there are 200 other advertisers also bidding on that. The cost will be very high. But let's say I'm targeting another segment, 18 to 25 Bangalore, let's say dentist. Okay, let's say only 25 advertisers are targeting, the CPM will be less for me. That is how it is calculated. Hope you got it clear. So Meta charges you only for CPM, and this is an auction based. So when you target, it depends on whom to target, where they are located, how your competitors are also bidding with you. Accordingly, your cost is defined. So here, let's say if you spend 1,000 rupees a day and you get 100 leads, then the CPL is simple. 1,000 by 100, I think there is a mistake here. So 1,000 by 100 is 10 rupees per lead. If you got 200 leads, the cost per lead is 5. There is a mistake here. Instead of 10 and 50, assume that 10 and 5. Or let's say you are spending 10,000 and you get 100 leads. Accordingly, you can identify that CPL is the total money spent by number of leads generated. Now this CPL is high if 1,000 people see the ad and only 10 people fill up the form, your cost per lead is very high. But if you 1,000 people see the ad and 200 people fill up the form, then you get more number of leads for the same amount of money or same impressions. So if more people are filling up the form, your cost per lead is less. If less number of people are filling up the form, then your cost per lead is high. Now, what defines whether more number of people will fill up or less number of people will fill up? That depends on your ad creative, the offer, the headline, the ad copy, how beautifully you explain that. So the better the ad is, the better the ad creative is, the copy is, the more relevant the audience is, and if you're showing right thing to the right people at the right time, the cost per lead will be very less. Otherwise, it will be very high. So you define, as a marketer, that defines how costly or cheap your lead ad will be, lead CPL will be. I hope it is clear. Just type clear if you're clear on this. In case of Google, it is based on your keywords. So basically, Google gives you an approximate CPC, cost per click, for the keywords you define. Again, that is depending on a lot of factors. I'm not going deeper into that, but let us understand that Google gives you an approximate CPC for cost per click for this keyword will be, let's say, 20 rupees per click, 30 rupees per click, 2 rupees per click, or 300 rupees per click. Same thing, how many people click on your ad, go to the landing page and fill up the form. Based on that, the total money spent on the number of clicks by a number of leads generated gives you the CPL. So CPL is based on dependent on the CPC here in Google, and it is dependent on the CPM and the quality of ads and all these things. Same here. If you're getting people for the right keywords, if your landing page or the form is very intentful, then you get more number of leads. Otherwise, you get less number of leads. Again, here also it is an average. I hope that is clear, guys. Moving on. Now, in general, it is CPL is money spent by lead generated. The better the ad is, the less amount of lead cost is, right? Now, let us go back to the basics. Okay, what are leads? Let us understand what are leads. I'm sure, people who are practicing it know it very well, but people, or maybe clients or your businesses who are new to digital marketing, they understand that lead आया है मतलब वो खरीदेगा, right? उसको खरीदना इसलिए उसने फॉर्म फिलअप किया है. It's not that. Leads are people who are interested in your product and services, and they are somehow curious. They want to know more. They have some interest. Interest can be 1%, interest can be 100%. So they may have or may not have intent, budget, and urgency. Intent means they strongly need or strongly are a candidate for using your product and service. Budget means they have the paying capacity. Urgency means they want it immediately. They don't want after 3 years. Okay. Based on this, your leads are good, bad, or ugly. Now you know funnel marketing funnels and awareness, consideration, and conversion stages. So I have mapped this into three layers: basically top of the funnels, middle of the funnels, and bottom of the funnels. And I have mapped it and segmented leads into three categories: basically leads, eligible leads, and qualified leads. Okay, leads are basically they are curious. Eligible leads are they match your criteria and have some queries. Qualified leads are their queries are taken care. They're looking for a good offer so that they can convert. Have you seen this funnel mapping of leads, eligible leads, and qualified leads somewhere? Probably I have not found. I have created it and I hope it makes sense. और ये देखिए आपको अगर दिमाग का बत्ती जला है तो बत्ती आइकॉन डाल दीजिए or whatever it is. I hope this is useful. You'll find it useful here. So that is what I wanted to show, that leads need not be only one type. So you need to have different types of lead. You need to segment your leads into different types so that you can process them. Okay. So now let us do some maths here. And okay, leads segments is based on this. Just a second. Yeah, so that is what I was explaining. I think this screen I'm not able to see. Let's go to the next screen where lead segmentation based on conversion possibility, how likely they are convertible. Okay, based on that, so let's say leads. Let's say in that eligible leads are 400, means they are our target audiences and they're interested in our product and services. So based on this, you need to define the numbers. Then based on that, suppose 200 are qualified leads, they have urgency, budget, and strong intent. You need to segment them. So let us get into a Google Sheet where we'll do the maths and you'll get more clarity. Let me share my screen here. Let me open this. Yeah. So let us take a scenario where we are generating 2000 leads and the cost per lead is 600 rupees. Now this 600 rupees an average calculation based on we have already done the marketing campaign on Facebook, Google, or wherever we have. And okay, let's go to this screen basically. So we generated, let's say 2000 leads here. I think roughly it is 2000. Yeah, 2000 leads. And I have spent 12 lakhs rupees to generate these 2000 leads. So cost per lead is same. Now we have different avatars of leads: junk leads, curious leads, eligible leads, qualified leads, and converted leads. Out of this, suppose 600 people are wasting my time. They may be competitor, they may be into my target audience, but they don't have any interest. Okay, or they are just like playing with us. Okay, just like competitor, anything. It can be anything, or they are really junk. It is possible, guys. No matter whatever you do, you get some junk. So this number will be less if you have more targeted audience. Let's understand that let's assume that 200 junk leads we got. So I wasted 1.2 lakhs or 10% of my ad budget here. So let us put it percentage here. 10% are junk. Where is percentage? Okay, here is percentage. So let us say 2.4 by this. 20% are good. Whatever it is, let's just hold on. Let me do the maths here. I love playing with Google Sheet. It gives me absolute clarity and it is no more in my mind, but it is there in the sheet. So I can go and refer to the numbers. Okay. So let's say 10% are junk. 20% are curious. They don't know whether they need it or not. Or maybe there is no absolute clarity. But let's say 37% or 750 leads are eligible. Means they fall into my target audience and they need this. They need some more information. And we have not yet pitched them. Then there is this 21% of the leads are qualified. Means they have money, they have urgency, and they have intent. They need some good offer so that they can convert and pay money. And let's say 220 leads out of 2000 converted. So this is the segmentation. This is the segmentation we have. So here, what we need to, are we clear till now? If you're clear, just type clear so that I can proceed here. Are we clear till now? Give me a thumbs up. type something clear or something. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Let's go back to our sheet. So let us understand other concepts like what is cost per lead. We know cost per eligible lead, cost per qualified leads, and cost per sales. Okay. So let us see what is cost per eligible leads. So total number of leads is basically 2,000. Out of that, eligible leads are 750. So this cost per eligible lead, there is something called a cost per eligible, which is derived again. There was nothing called cost per eligible. This is I have created for myself. Okay. So cost per eligible lead is E8. That is uh, this one. I have spent 4,50,000 and I've got 750 eligible leads. So cost per eligible lead is 1,600. Cost for qualified leads is let's say C6 into, sorry, this one, E8 by D6. E8 is this one. Just a second guys, I think D5 5 कैसे हो गया यहाँ पे? Cost per eligible leads is E8 is this. Oh, that's correct. Okay. It's correct, guys. Total money I have spent and how many eligible leads I have got. Total money I have spent and number of qualified leads I have got. Total money I have spent and how many sales happened. Okay. So that means one lead which is looks like 600 at per my marketing dashboard is actually not useful for me. This number I cannot use. Cost per eligible lead generation is 1,600. That is more than like 2.5 times. So if I to get a qualified leads, I need to spend 2,791. And let's say 20 out of 2,000 are converting, and for 2,000 leads, I'm spending 12 lakhs. So cost per convertible leads is 4,455. So I will take these numbers, not the entire 2,000 numbers. So I'll take these numbers, this numbers, this numbers. So roughly, if for to get a qualified leads, I need to spend 2,800. To get an eligible leads, I need to get 1,600. To get a convertible leads, I need to get 5,400 numbers. So now, if I want to forecast, how I'll take care of that? Clear till now, or is it still confusing? Is it confusing or clear? Okay. So total number of leads is 2,000. Qualified leads is basically 430. Eligible leads is 750. Converted leads is 220. So cost per eligible leads is total money spent by number of eligible leads. Cost per qualified leads is total money spent by number of qualified leads. Cost per convertible leads is total money spent by number of conversions. Clear, simple maths. Let's go to the forecasting part. Based on this, actually, we can actually do a beautiful forecasting. Let's say we have taken the number from here 1,600, 2,791, and 45, 544, 5455. Okay. So we have got this number from our previous example or previous campaign. Now let's take a scenario where my cost per sales for a product or my product or service cost is 1 lakh and I want to generate 200 sales. So I will not consider the cost per lead here. I'll consider the cost per convertible leads here. So convertible leads, cost per convertible leads into 200 number of sales I need is 10 lakh 90,000. That is the cost I have to spend. So to generate 2 crores, I need to spend 10 lakhs 90,000 or 11 lakhs. Now to get these many numbers, now see the ratio. If you see the ratio, how many people are actually eligible, how many are qualified. So if you see this, if you take this here, and let us build a funnel quickly here. So you can instantly build funnels here. Let's say, now do you see a funnel here? Okay, let me make it bigger. You see a funnel, it looks like a triangle, right? So total number of leads is 2,000. So 750 by 2,000. Now make it percentage. Where is percentage, man? So let's say 37%. are out of 2037% are let's say curious leads. 20 out of that 21% are eligible leads. After that 11% become converted leads. So I'll just take it this way. 2000, sorry, 430 by this, then 220 by this. I was correct. So 21% are basically eligible leads, 220 are qualified leads. Let's take this number. ओके मैं थोड़ा मिस्टेक कर दिया हूँ यहाँ पे, 400 है यहाँ पे. Just a second, guys. 400 by, I skipped a row basically. 400 by 2000. Sorry, here. ओके ठीक है, यहाँ पे इसको बस नीचे लाना है थोड़ा मेरे को. I did it wrong. I just have to get it here. Everything else is fine. Eligible, qualified, and converted. So out of 2000, 40% is eligible, 20% are qualified, and 20% are converted. For example, 11% leads are converting for me. For example, if I need 220 conversions, I need 2000 leads. If I need 500 conversions, or let's say 660 conversions here, I have to multiply this with 3 depending on the ratio. Or you can say like that, if you are multiplying, if you are doing it 3 times here, so into this, let's say 660 conversion if you need. Now you don't need to multiply this here, but what you need to do is 11%. So 220 का 11% ये हुआ. If you want to increase this, you need 660 sales, so you need to again get that many number of leads. Simple है. यहाँ पे आप उसको track करो. Oops. Hold on. क्या हो गया इसको? Oh, I don't have this. That's why. Okay, cool. I need to generate this many leads. Now, based on this, actually, you can understand that I need to spend this much to get this many revenue. So this is very important, that what is the cost per sales or cost per conversion. You need to understand that, arrive at this number. According to, you can calculate your budget. If you need 400 sales, then you need to spend this much. If you want 100 sales, if you want 100 sales, you can assume that, and you can forecast that you need to spend this much. This is what you need to do for yourself or your client, so that there is a clarity on this. Now, and if you have understood this, let's go to the next part. Okay, thank you, Anu. If you have any queries, don't hesitate. You can ask me later. You can message me, and if you need, I'll share that sheet with you. You can play around with that. So let's go to the next part. Okay, we got the cost per lead. We understood what is cost for qualified leads, eligible leads, and we got some mathematics. Understand that these are assumptions and forecasting. Actual things will happen on the battlefield. Okay, let's go to the next part. That let's go to the profit part. If it is profit funnel, I am a guy who focuses on profit, and if I'm not talking about profit, it will not be complete. So let me go to that part. So let's say we have understood how to do this, all this thing. We have done a forecasting, and let's say we got 2000 leads, and I'm able to convert 1%. Then I'm getting 20 leads. 20 conversion, 2% means 40 leads, 3% means 60 leads, 4% means 80 leads, and 5% means 100 leads. Okay, if the percentage is changing, the number of conversion will be more. No rocket science in that. So for example, if I'm doing 11% conversion here, I'm making this much of money. Okay, and normally based on the assumptions, don't worry about the average. Let's say I'm assuming this, and out of this, I'm assuming that on the first page, I'm making a 1.9 crores by spending 12 lakhs rupees here, because the cost per lead is 600. I'm generating 2000 leads here. Forecasting is based on CPQL, but cost estimation will be based on this. Okay. I'm getting a ROI of, based on only ads, I'm getting a ROI of 15 or 16. Let us say first month we did this and we generated 2000 leads, and let's say 220 people converted. What happens to the rest of number of leads? Any assumption? Are they completely junk? Are they useless? Can you do something to the leads which did not convert in the first phase? Or what do you junk, अच्छा ठीक है, जून खत्म हो गया, जुलाई में फ्रेश लीड जनरेट करते हैं, फिर 2000 करते हैं, और जून में जो आया उसको भूल जाते हैं. डू वी फॉरगेट द लीड्स वी जनरेटेड वी हैव इन हैंड? No, we don't forget, because they're in different stages of your customer's journey. Some people are curious, they may take another 50 days to get converted. Some people is having urgency, importance, but doesn't have money. Gets money in July 1st, then he's ready to buy. Some people did not have clarity, he did a comparison, and he likes your product and service. He's ready to buy. Some people did not understand your product, now now he understands, he's ready to buy. So out of the leads which did not convert in the first phase, rest of the leads are still usable. What we need to do? So first phase we did, let's say got 220 conversions. Let's say we did 100%. Let's say, let us take this assume, or let us take that we did 5% and 100 conversion. Still there are 1900 leads. So what are the assumptions here? The bigger opportunity in any kind of business which is doing lead generation, nurturing, sales is, let's say we have multiple products. Instead of courses, let us take products. We may have multiple, okay, this is for a client, I just put it, we may have upsells or downsells or cross sells, any other product or service. Cross selling the leads which do not convert is the first first leg of big opportunity. People who do not convert in the first phase or the first leg, we need to match them, we need to nurture them. Okay, so let us consider the following scenario. We have 1900 leads, and when you have 1900 leads, are you able to see my screen? When we have 1900 leads and we need to engage them, so there is a cost per engagement I have listed down here. What is cost per engagement? You need to do WhatsApp messaging, email marketing, you need to call them, you need to bring them to a webinar, you need to show a demo or some activity. Now understand that cost per engagement is not too high here. Cost per engagement is less. Instead of cost per lead of 600, I will, let's say, spend cost per engagement as 100%, 100 rupees per lead. So again, the cost per lead, the entire cost is less here. Total cost is 1.9 lakhs. And if I'm converting 1% and the revenue is same, I'm converting another 19 people out of 1900 leads. So you make another 19 lakhs rupees as a revenue. ROI is 10. Same thing happens in the, let's say, if I downsell to a 50,000 courses, of course, I will say product. If I downsell a product and after I have sold to 100 people in the second phase, in the third phase I'm downselling to people, and the cost per sales is less. If I take another rest of the 1800 people and I sell to 18 people, I make another 9 lakhs rupees. If I'm able to make 5% of conversion in the downsell, I make 45 lakhs rupees, average 20 lakhs, 7 lakhs rupees. So this is a scenario. Profit maximization happens here. First leg, you spent 12 lakhs, you got 85 lakhs. Second phase, you spent 1.9 lakhs and you made 85 lakhs again. Third phase, you spent 1.8 lakhs, you made 27 lakhs. So here, the ratio is very high. This one by this one. See this? So you are getting 7 times revenue of what you spend. You get 45 times revenue of what you spend. You get 15 times revenue of what you spend, and this money is extra. So don't leave your leads on table. Identify now I will ask a question now. Now whom to nurture? Let's say If you are nurturing this 1900 and 1800 people who are in the second phase and third stage, will you start from the scratch? You'll not start from the scratch. You will start with the qualified leads first, then the eligible leads the next. So then after the conversion, your priority is this. After you have converted, first you will target this leads. Suppose you have converted 220 out of 2000. Next phase you will target this. Then next phase you will target this. Then you may re-engage these people and make convert them as a eligible or qualified. If they are not responding, leave them. So this is the opportunity, guys. So my idea is to explain that, how I do it, how I do estimation for my clients, how I calculate at a cost, how I see an opportunity. When a client comes to me, we do not say randomly, भाई आपके लिए फेसबुक ऐड गूगल ऐड कर लेंगे, हमारा कॉस्ट ये है, आपका कॉस्ट ये है, आपको इतना ऐड डालने में पड़ेगा. That is a general way. Okay, then the general way. In that way, you may fail, and there are bigger chances of failure because clients need you. Clients needs results. If you are not clear on how to do estimation, how to arrive at different costs, how to look at different scenarios, how to give a number to your client based on cost and revenue, then they will not be clear. Second thing is, you will not be clear, and if both of us are not clear, when the results come, it will be a surprise. But if you do this maths and if you understand how to handle this, you have better chances of reaching the numbers you have planned for. Your clients will be happy, you will be happy, and if you reach the number you have promised, there are better chances of getting a better fees. The client is happy because he is getting a good result and he is at least sure about the cost and the revenue. So that's all, guys. This is what I wanted to explain. I hope this is useful. If you're watching later, go through the video. It is roughly 30 minutes video, so it doesn't take a lot of time from you. If you find this useful, if you have queries, just reach out to me. Message me wherever you are watching, on Facebook, Instagram, Facebook or LinkedIn, and I'll be happy to clear your doubts. And by the way, this is all part of my daily practices, which I do for my clients, for myself. And I'm also coming up with 2 workshops in July. I'll be sharing that later. And this is also a part of it. That these are the practices. Whatever I practice, I put it in my training, which helps me, my clients, and all of us are happy, clear, and very sure about what we are going to do. Thank you for your time. It's a Friday evening. Have fun. Have a great weekend, and see you next in the next time. And I'm doing a LinkedIn series. I'm posting regularly on LinkedIn on topics related to what I know, what I'm good at, and I hope you find it useful. Please follow me on LinkedIn and check my content. Let me share my LinkedIn. If you are watching me on LinkedIn, you already know that. But if you are not watching me on LinkedIn, this is my profile link. You can have a look at that. Follow my content. If you find it useful, let me know. And if you need more information, help, I'm there. Reach out to me. So thank you, guys. Have a great time and bye.